What's up, guys? So I've had some requests on my previous video on what sidearm I use whilst playing the airsoft ghillie sniper role. So this is the ASG Mark 23. I think it's a brilliant sidearm. It shot straight out of the box and is really silent once you get a good suppressor for it. Let's get into the internals of this thing. So before we get into the internals, the suppressor I use is the stock suppressor that comes with the gun. However, I've modified it by shortening it by about a half and taking out the inner barrel and adding foam into it, as I think it makes a lot more difference and it makes it a lot quieter. As this is a non-blowback pistol, slide does not make any movement, so it's only this that is making the noise and the hammer. So to get the top slide off, what you have to do is poke this pin through. But to poke the pin through, you have to line up the safety in this hole. So now what you do, just get something to poke through the hole and get the safety out. Just put that to the side. Now to get off the top slide, all you have to do is pull it forwards and up. It will just slide off. Before we get into the slide and what I've done to that, I have added some electrical tape onto this piece here, as it dampens the clicky sounds when you are shooting the Mark 23. So now the slide, this is a custom painted by myself. I have used camo pens and a little bit of spray paint to make this a lot better color than just the black it was. So to remove the pop-up assembly, what you have to do is push this forwards and up. Takes a bit of time, as mine is a bit stiff. So I've done nothing else to the nozzle or anything, as I want it to be shooting field limit still, and I do not plan to use this as a high-powered DMR. So before we get on to the internals, I have added a piece of foam onto the outer barrel. I've done this so this empty space here isn't echoing and it will create less noise when firing the pistol. So we'll remove this, and to get the outer barrel off here, I have to poke through this pin. Poke it through. I'd just like to get some pliers to help. Alright, so you will build. So once you get that pin out, just pull this, will reveal the inner barrel. So the TDC that I've opted for is the Hadron's Designs Triplate TDC. I've chosen the Triplate as I think it gives the most control to it when adjusting your hop up. So to remove this, you just have to pop one of the sides up, like so. Then the other side, a bit difficult, and then lift and just pop. So as you can see, I have the H-Plate V2, I think partnered with the TDC. The TDC, I think that it goes very well and makes this thing shoot super far. So to remove the H-Plate, you have to tap out, so it just sits on top there. So as you can see, I have a Flamingo 60-degree bucking by Sniper Mechanics. I think with all of this combined, this gives me the range I need when using this pistol. So to put it back all together, H-plate just sits on top like so. just slide back on this H plate, just onto there. You've got these little lips on the side here, and they just sit underneath these. Make sure that H plate stays in. Make sure get this over. Like so, and now you just want to get your outer barrel, just slide it over like so, and get your pin and just push it through. Getting something flat, just make sure it's flush or flush enough back into the top slide, and you can just put my phone back over the barrel. I have a problem with my spring, slightly bent, so it takes a bit of time to get into the top slide. So what you want to do, you want to push your outer barrel through the top hole there. I pull back my spring because it's broken, bent slightly. And you just want to get your guide rod, or spring guide, as it might be, through holes. Just like, there you go. Now that sits like so. Now you just want to get your lower back and put the slide back on. There are these little lips here and here, and you just have to line up the inside, those grooves, line the grooves up on the inside, and then there you go, just like that. Just like so. Now you get your safety switch, push it into the hole, pull the slide back to line it up, and push in the pin. And just like that, it's assembled. So now I'm going to do a sound test. First without the suppressor. Now with the suppressor. Alright, thank you guys for watching. This was my ASG Mark 23 upgrades. I will list the upgrades down below. And yeah, thanks guys.